It's my favorite day of the week, and I got you guys with another video. If you guys have been following the channel, then you guys do know that I did have a cold air intake on my Mark 6, 1.4 liter obviously. But I never made an install video of it. It was one of my first mods and I didn't really know what I was doing, so I didn't think this was gonna happen. So we're gonna hop right into it. First things first, you're gonna wanna make sure you have everything you need. Essentially all you're gonna need is some sort of a screwdriver or a ratchet socket. This needs to be a T20, T25, or T30. Just have a variety. They do vary sometimes on cars, but mine's a T25. You're gonna need some pliers, preferably ones that are like super wide that you can adjust to make super wide, like the one on the right, because it has that whole thing, so you can basically spread them because it needs to go around the intake clamps. You'll also need some water because that's important, and if you get like a Phillips head screwdriver, it'll make it a little bit easy to undo and tighten these clamps here. So it doesn't really matter where you guys start. There are going to be 2 Torx screws on both sides where my hands are. Essentially you're going to take one of these and you're going to loosen those up first. So I got the 2 Torx out right there in the middle of the screen, like the dead center. You'll see the hole right there. That's where the second one is. Essentially it's on both sides. Now they do make special pliers for these. These are called like intake pliers or whatever that you could use. But you're literally clamping onto that right there in the middle and over there, and you are just trying to separate it. You can get like a wide pair of pliers like this. They'll work just fine. Just be very careful because if you get a cheap pair, they will break. Now, just be super careful when you're working in this area. This is right by the turbocharger, so if you've just driven the car recently, it's going to be super duper hot. Now, once you get done in that area, essentially, this is the only thing that's remaining. Super straightforward. It's only held in by some tabs. You just get it under it and pull up, and it pops out just like that. Once you get that off, you can do yourself a favor and clean the top of the engine bay. Basically, all this debris that you see here, you can just real quick just clean it out. Most people do it. It's not necessary, but highly recommended. Once you do that, you're going to want to follow this. You want to connect this part first because this part goes in the front. It's essentially going to go like this. If you want to put this on, it does make it a little bit easier. Also slip this on too, and then thread one of these in like that, and then have this one so you can tighten them all at once. Just makes it a little easier. Like I said, you can install this intake however you want, but once you verify that you got the other clamp on the turbo inlet properly, you will now want to clamp on this side to make sure this part stays connected. Same rules apply. Next, you want to put the rubber grommet on. It's pretty easy. If you can't get it, just take like some grease or something, oil, and slip it in there. This is going to go right there in the middle of the screen. You're basically going to pop it in. And then you're going to press down, and then it is secure in place. You're going to want to take one of your clamps, slide it on here, connect it. There we go. Once it's in, just make sure it's all snug. Then get your clamp. Same thing. Make it a little easier on yourself. Slip this clamp on first and then put it over the side. Well, it would help if it was a little bit more loose. So loosen it first, then you can slip it on and then connect both pieces at the same time. It just makes it a lot easier for you to put everything together, and then at that point you're able to tighten it all up and make it look clean. Alright, so finishing touches, you got to make sure these screws are in there, or else you're going to have the same problem as me, and they're going to rip out and break something. Just like that, Unitronic cold air intake is in. This is going to be for the Mark 6 1.4 liter turbo. You know, I'm really glad that my intake is going to a loyal subscriber and fan, and I hope they enjoy it as much as I did. First start, Mark 6 Wolfsburg. How do you say that? You guys know what I'm talking about. 1.4. There we go. Oh man, I do miss the sound of that intake. Wow. Still can't believe my Mark 6 is gone, guys, but fortunately one of my mods did go on a loyal subscriber's car, and I hope he enjoys it as much as I did. I mean, I gave him a great deal, so that should, you know, he should enjoy it more. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, that's what it's all about, you know, connecting with the community and giving back. And he was a super cool guy, and I'm so happy I got to meet a subscriber. That's like the best part. I love meeting you guys and helping you guys out. And hey, I mean, if my mods can live on since I don't have the Mark 6 anymore, you know, that's, you know, I can't ask for any more. You know, you guys are supporting the channel, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that day in and day out. Thanks so much, guys. And hey, if you want to see more installs on the Mark 6, Mark 7, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. And hey, if you don't want to see installs, just support me anyways. You know, help me out with the algorithm by liking the video and leaving a comment down below. Now, if there's any specific installs you want to see, you know, sure, drop a comment, let me know what you want to see, and I'll try to make it happen. Now, if there's any local subscribers like that guy in the area and you're super cool, you know, I'll help you install stuff. Like, I don't mind. I mean, I gave this guy a really good deal for a Unitronic intake, and you know, it's kind of hard to pass up. So, you know, if anybody, you know, needs some help, definitely want to help you guys out. That's a part of the community. Like, that's the biggest thing. And you know, thanks again, guys. Like, I really appreciate you. You know, I didn't think that was actually going to happen. Like, I didn't actually think I was going to make a Unitronic cold air intake install video. I just didn't think it was going to happen. You know, I didn't make one when I first installed it. I didn't make one when I was removing it. So it was like, are we going to make this happen? That was totally unexpected. I didn't realize how local the guy was. And hey, we made a video out of it, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions about the install, obviously leave a comment down below. I do reply to everybody. And hey, I'll catch you guys next Wednesday. Peace.